Hey everybody, Rich from juicing101.ca. Hope everybody's having a good week. Everybody will know that I've been having a great week, so judging from my Facebook and everything, most people do know. Yeah, it's been an awesome week actually so far. I don't even know where to start really. It's just really been overwhelming for one. The support that you guys have been giving us, we're trying to do everything we can to get this site going and just pass off the information that we already know and information that's been passed off to us by some fabulous group members that we have in our group and just other people that we've connected with and networked with, and it's just been great. Like, you guys are friggin' awesome. The support is just unreal. I could never have asked for a better support system than what we have gotten over the last 4 months. 6 months ago, we weren't in the greatest place. We were hurt. We didn't know what to do. There was just so much going on in our life. Finances were way out of whack. When you're in that much pain and you can't work and you're not making money. Like, I lost my job a couple of years ago because I just wasn't able to work. I hadn't had surgery yet, so I've been off work for a long time, and it's been rough. So 6 months ago, I never would have thought that I would have ran a half a marathon tonight. The farthest I've ever ran, and this is like even up to date recently from running, farthest I ran is 6K, and that for me was pushing it. So tonight when I ran that 13.39 miles, I think I actually ran over a half marathon, just a little bit over. When I ran that, really there was so much that kept me going that when I was at mile 7, I knew that I could do it. Even though I was only halfway there, I knew that I could do it. At that point, I knew right then and there I could do it. And when I met my cousin and she started running with me, I told her that, I think I'm going to do a half marathon. We're going to go and do it. If you're in, I'm in. Like, let's go. And we did it. And that was probably, other than the birth of my kids and the wedding, personally for myself, that was one of the proudest moments of my life. Easily, it is. I never thought that I would say this 6 months ago, but I just did a half a marathon. 13.39 miles. Me, just a normal guy from Hamilton, Ontario. That's all I am. I'm a normal guy with a wife and 2 kids and just trying to get my life back. That's all I am. So for me to be able to accomplish that and raise funds in the meantime for someone that also needs a little bit more help, we all deserve a second chance. We all do. I deserve a second chance, and my good friend Lou, he deserved a second chance. So when he sent me a message tonight and said that we raised enough money, along with other people that have already donated for Lou, that we raised enough money that he's going to go to Camp Reboot, the feelings that I had, I can't even describe them, because I felt a huge feeling of accomplishment. I just knew right then that I did something good to help somebody else. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's basically the same thing with Joe and Phil. And I spoke with Phil a few times today. Phil's a great guy. Phenomenal guy, very helpful, just wants to help. But same thing goes with, Joe and Phil. Joe, when he met Phil at the truck stop, he didn't have to help Phil, but he connected with Phil. There's no difference between me and Lou. I don't know Lou that well. I've only talked to him on a few occasions. We're miles apart. We're actually in two separate countries. But the stuff that I read on Lou and my good friend Kitten, who also, that's a totally separate story that we'll talk about another time. She set up this fund to, you know, try and get Lou back to Camp Reboot. And I just felt it in me that I wanted to help. Any way that I could help. You know, anything. Even if it was, you know, my first donation was, I think, $5, because that's all I had on my credit card. You know, I'm not rich. By no means am I rich. People that know us know that, you know, we're struggling just like everybody else, maybe even a little bit more. But that doesn't mean that we can't help people. You know, our bank accounts and our houses and our cars, that don't make really who we are. Who we are is inside here and up here. So, you know, it doesn't matter that we don't have a lot of money. Our kids are taken care of. We have what we need. We're not starving right now. So any help that I could do for somebody else, I'm glad to do it. If I can do it, and we, you know, Lacey and the kids, we're not going to lose anything from it, then, you know, I'm happy to help. So, you know, we don't have to know people in order to help them. We just have to connect with somebody because we had some sort of common interest or anything. You know, I read Lou's story and I just said, you know, this is a guy that, you know, I think he deserves a second chance. You know, he's really trying to change his life, and I think that he deserves a second chance. Tons of people that get second chances every day, so why can't Lou? You know, I look at it as myself, the same thing. I deserve a second chance. I deserve a second chance at health. I deserve a second chance at some mental clarity. So why not? I deserve it too. My wife deserves it. My kids deserve better parents. So we just all deserve it. We don't need to know somebody in order to help them. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So, you know, I never thought that, you know, leaving the house and coming back that we would have raised $500. Mind you, it's $500 Canadian, which I know our dollar's a little bit on the crap side right now, but you know, at least Lou's going to be able to go. That was the main thing. That was the goal, and he's going. You know, that was one goal. My goal was to finish. That's all I wanted to do. I knew that with the amount of support, I needed to finish, and I just had so much motivation from so many different people. I could name you all, but if I leave one of you out, I don't want to make somebody upset, because, you know, everybody's pretty much given me motivation. Everybody in our group, our friends, our family, everybody has given me motivation. It's just unreal. You know, Joe Cross literally saved my life. He did. No doubt about it. He saved my life. You know, I've never really had a hero or really looked up to anybody, you know, other than sports figures, and now that, you know, that's different. But Joe's a different story. The man's a great man. You know, we were fortunate enough that we were able to meet him in Toronto very early into our juicing journey. So for him to recognize me because of a YouTube video, I was floored to begin with, that we were even there. So for him to recognize me there was, I can't even describe it. But what he said there really stuck. I've read his book. It's a great book. I suggest everybody read it. I think I bought like 5 copies. Joe signed one. We gave one away in our group. I bought one for my mother-in-law. We've given a few away to some friends. Like, this book needs to be read. This book has a message, and that message is, I'm the result of that book. That's what Joe wanted this book to do, was to help people. He did it, right here. So, thanks, Joe. From the bottom of my heart, man. Like, I truly, truly appreciate it. Like, it's really emotional. Like, I'm not embarrassed or nothing. I'm gonna post this. It doesn't matter to me, but I thank you. You saved my life, you saved my marriage, you saved everything. You gave me the tools to do what you were sent out to do, so thank you, Joe. And thank you everybody else too, because like, you know, your daily comments and everything is just, it's been great. It has just been great. So, I can go on forever right now, but it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go and make some juice because I can't sleep, so I'm too excited of what happened tonight. The goals that we accomplished, everybody together, not just myself, we all did that. So you were all there with me, so you can all share in this happiness with me, and know that we are sending Lou to camp. He's going. So thanks everybody. Juice on. Keep smiling.